welcome to Colleen's Chats, where I chat about whatever I want. And today I want to talk about the skinny epidemic. That sounds so dramatic, but I think it's one of those things like fashion, like hair, like makeup, like jewelry, like home styles, anything. Everything comes in a wave and it just gets recycled and changed slightly to be more modernized. And I think becoming skinny again is one of those things. And I think there's a part of me that's like, oh, I know it's in fashion again. I don't. As someone who's kind of suffered with like their weight, their self-esteem issues a lot of their life, it's kind of like I'm just not succumbing to it. I'm not judging anybody else that does, especially God, under my nail looks a bit dirty. Especially like Bella Hadid, how slim she's got, Kelly Osbourne, Demi Moore. Like there's so many celebrities that have got so tiny in the past year to 2 years that I think it's like scary to watch. Ariana Grande, it's really scary to watch, but it is a trend. And I think it's kind of sad because I feel like I grew up kind of in that where it was like skinny, and then as I was like in my early 20s, it was like the BBL, you know what I mean? Like you want a big ass kind of thing. And that's kind of what I'm rolling with. And I think that's what I'm going to roll with the rest of my life. Like I have a pretty naturally small snatched waist. And I know there's like a particular shape and size. I don't want all my bones sticking out. No judgment, because obviously, you know. But I like to have thicker thighs and I like to have a fuller ass and I want to keep my boobs and I don't want my face too much sunk in. And I think everyone is just becoming so desensitized to what skinny actually is. And I think it's really scary because even when I was a kid, and I won't post any of them because if you're around my age, 29, you're going to know exactly what I'm talking about. In certain Disney shows, certain Nickelodeon shows, there were certain actresses that I deemed fat when I was a kid. And now seeing them as an adult, I'm like, what? Like, no way was that person big, chubby, fat, however you want to label it. But as a kid, we were programmed to think that, and just everything that was programmed around us. And I can guarantee you, anyone that's around my age is literally thinking of someone off the Disney Channel that they automatically thought was heavier set, and then you watch as a kid and they're just not. Another one is the scene from the Sex and the City where Samantha puts on weight. She literally, like, I don't even think she would still be in the same clothes size. They just purposely put her in a smaller top or like a tighter fitting top. But if they actually just got that top in a bigger size, she would have looked fine. But anyway, Carrie and the bald guy are like, oh my God, the gut, and like calling her fat. And it's like, she wasn't even fat. And then I think like 2016, up until maybe 2024, it was all about love yourself, love your curves, you know, beauty at every size, and everyone loves you. But then we went to the extreme of that, and now we're going back to the extreme of super skinny. And I think it's just really scary because I mean, I don't have kids, but I hope like by the time if I have especially a daughter, because I'm speaking from a female perspective, I know guys go through self-esteem issues or confidence, but I've never experienced it as a guy. I only experienced it as a girl, so we'll talk as a girl. But if I have a daughter, like it's one of the things that frightens the absolute living fuck out of me is just to have a daughter and even make her like worried about her body or how I act about my body. And I think that's one of the things that I've truly decided, and I think I've said this before in a video, that I really wanted to get a nose job. Look at my nose, okay? I really wanted to get a nose job at one point. And a couple of years ago, I was actually like looking up doctors, and I was like, I can get on finance, like, I'll do it. And my now fiance, but boyfriend at the time was like, Colleen, don't get a nose job. I can get a nose job, I'm gonna break up with you, your face is perfect, please don't change it. And I was like, it really bothers me, my nose, blah, blah, blah. Anyways, my sister has a daughter, and I think she must have been about maybe 2 or 3, and she was literally like, oh, we're like twins, we look the exact same, I look like my auntie Colleen. And I was like, I can't do it. And even now, like when I colour my hair, I literally like, if she questions it, I almost have this like feeling of guilt because I think kids look up to different people in their lives for different things. And I think one of the things my niece looks up to me is the fact that I'm such a girl and I always have makeup on, I always have a lip gloss in my handbag, I always do my skincare, my hair is always done, and I'll do all that stuff for her. So there's always a part of me that's like massively guilty that she might have to live up to some sort of standard when it comes to all this. But literally going to get a nose job just was completely out of the question because I could not imagine, and this isn't to shame anyone that's had a nose job either, I couldn't imagine doing that and my niece growing up going, your nose used to be like mine, but you got a new one. Even though I think her nose is like her mom's, which is way cuter than mine. But I think it's like one of those things where just so desensitized. And I think about the world that she's going to grow up in and just thinking that she's never going to be slim enough. I don't even know why these celebrities want to do it, and there must be something behind it, getting the skinniest, because I know obviously there was like the early 2000s being super slim, and I just think we look back at that heroin chic and we just think obviously someone finds it attractive and somebody wants it, but is it not healthier for a woman's body to be that bit fuller, or not even to be fuller, because that almost sounds like, you know, it's okay to be fat kind of thing. I'm not saying anything, but just we're meant to have some meat on our bones to just produce a period, produce healthy hormones, to keep our hair growing, to have our skin healthy, to move our bowels, just everything. And I think if there's anything you take away from this video, it's just you do not need to lose all that weight and become so slim. If you want to, okay, there is healthy ways of doing it. And this isn't even like a Health Ozempic or Health Mounjaro video. It's not like all, like I know so many people in my life that have done it, and it's like it's helped them start losing weight and got them on track and helped them out. But I think this is more of going to an extreme. I don't think we need to do that. Got a bit heavy there for a minute, but I think what we can take away from this is beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Because honestly, like if someone's, and I don't know if I can say the word, but if someone's really small, they get shamed. And if someone's really big, they don't. Because it's not, it's like if someone's obese, it's like that's meant to be okay. It's one extreme to the other, and I don't think either extreme is good. But I think we're kind of at a phase where I feel like everyone my age having kids is going to be able to tell their kids, you do not need to be a stick. And I think if we all kind of collectively do it as a group and not worry about being the tiniest person in the room, and actually just learn to be happy and healthy. Because I actually, like, the only thing that I consume that's a diet thing is Coke Zero. You can't tell me anything else is the best one. But like I eat full fat yogurt. I tend to get skimmed milk because I like the organic one and it tastes better, the skimmed version. But if I go out to a coffee shop, whatever milk. I don't tend to consume a lot of diet things. I have sugar instead of Splenda, and I just think we just need to be like more natural with our food and to stop starving ourselves. There is a generation of people out there that are making sure their kids know right from wrong when it comes from food, and this is coming from someone who wasn't taught that and who has had to learn it all herself. But I think the main reason for this video is to just like, if you want to be super skinny, be super skinny. If you want to be really big, be really big. But stop trying to live up to the same standards of Miss Ariana Grande, because it's not healthy. We can see she couldn't even like get her movements right. We can see Kelly Osbourne, we can see Demi Moore, we can see all these people that they do not look comfortable, and I think it should be a sign for us, and more people should be talking about it. And it's not even shaming them, because it's a society and it's the world that they've built that they don't even realize that they contributed to more than anything. So yeah, this is going to be part one. I'm probably going to do a part two, the skinny epidemic, and just get more deep into it. But I'm going to do a little bit more research for my next one. So, you know, see you in the comments. Let me know what you think in the comments below. And yeah, I'll link my Instagram so you can check that out. But no hate, just love, please.